Hey guys, this is MrNoDStudios, and welcome to Let's Play Unreal World RPG. Now you'll notice that I'm not actually in the local region map, and I have a little bit less food. Now that is because I decided to go hunting. I wasn't too successful. I was out there for a day. I tried to kill a stag, managed to not even hit it remotely, because we have 31 spear skill. And we're using wooden spears to throw, which can't be enhanced by the Oath of Iron. So basically we're using really raw javelins to throw at it. We're going to have to actually craft some of these now that we have these charcoals made. Now do we actually... Oh, okay, maybe... I don't... We can't carry all these. Okay, so do we have... We're going to need to pick up the anvil, the hammer, and the rock. Now we'll go out here, move some of these bog irons to the stockpile right there, and we'll get to work making some iron working hammer bloom. Or well, we can't hammer the bloom yet. We have to go to iron working, smelt iron. We're gonna get about 4 of those done. Need the charcoal. What? Okay, maybe if I drop them. Yes. 4. Oh, we need a shovel to dig the pit. Okay, that is why we cannot do it. So we'll make a total of 4. Fire lit nearby. Going to have to push over 1 tree trunk. Light that on fire. And of course it's going to take forever. Come on. Come on. What is what? Okay, that took a long time. Iron working. Smelt iron. 5 pieces. Because, heck, we have enough charcoal to do it. So why don't we just do it? This will take a few hours to set up. We might lose an hour of sleep. 2 hours of sleep. Maybe 3. Oh, no. No, we're good. Just about that time for us to be going to bed. So we'll pick up those charcoals. We'll drop them in that pile. Now that's basically, this pile right here is going to be our overall stockpile. All of our wood and stuff is going to go there, as well as a few other things. We'll close that. Eat the last of our broad beans. We'll go head to bed. Now, if I'm correct, these hemps... Okay, late tomorrow. So we'll get working on those tomorrow when they're all done. Go ahead and pick up 20 more broad beans. And this is when we're going to start actually using the stockpile of broad beans that we have in there. I'm going to start using that. And not gathering broad beans from any other outside source. And if I need to, I'll do some ice fishing. I'll do some regular fishing if I need to. And these smoked fish have been here for a while, and they're not done yet. Those will also be done tomorrow. Now, do we have... gonna move these up into the main stockpile. Do we have any... No, we don't. Rough bog irons. No, we do not. That stinks. Okay, so we'll drop our rock, our hammer, our anvil, right there in that pile. And we'll also go over here and drop our wooden shovel. Now next thing we're gonna need is... Oh, excuse me. Go out on our boat and get some slender tree trunks, because we're going to need to make a few more staffs, and we're also going to need that firewood. A lot more than I have gathered. A lot more than I have gathered. A tremendous amount more than I have gathered. The amount that I have gathered isn't going to last us all winter, and I do not plan on it lasting all winter. So we'll go over here, and we're going to go ahead and chop some of the big trees as well. Not just the ones that will give us slender tree trunks. Sorry. Sorry for that, these hiccups. And also, what I wanted to say was, sorry for the lack of videos during the week. It's very hard for me to produce videos during the week. Find time to upload them at a fairly good time for you guys. Which is why I'll probably upload them about 8 Eastern. And you'll be able to see them the next day or whatever if you live in some different country or on the other side. Not exactly sure. But, really sorry that I can't get more videos up. During the weekend, I'll try to get the videos up for every single day of the weekend. But yeah. Now, also another thing. I want to look at my combat skills. My combat skills are god-awful, just like these. These are all god-awful. I mean, we're a pretty decent carpenter. We've got really good woodworking skills, really good fishing skills. But, I mean, come on. 33 spear, and when it's not Oath of Iron, you guys don't really understand. The Oath of Iron bumps up my spear skill to a master. To a master. Which is about an 80% skill. Using that spear. If I use any other spear, it won't work. Only the ones that I have Oath of Iron. So that'll move that up to a way proficient level. I'll be able to hit squirrels in the head with a javelin. I might need something a little bit smaller, although, to throw at that squirrel, other than a javelin, because a javelin is kind of a big thing. I could probably throw a knife at it if I had that Oath of Iron, and since I have a higher dagger skill, I'll actually have a better chance of hitting it. Now, not by much, but I'll still have a better chance of hitting it. So, as you can see, our skills are god-awful low. All of our combat skills are about 30. Minus dodge, which is a little bit higher than the others. And your dodge will always probably be higher than the medium, or the, what do they call it? The average of all these skills. Your dodge will probably be higher of it. Because usually dodge, if you're not playing on very easy, will be the highest combat skill that you start out with. Unless you're in like the Owl tribe, or a really far off distant tribe that are really heavily based off of hunting. You might get really good rolls on those combat skills. Not exactly sure what the best class for combat skills or what the best race for combat skills is, but I don't really focus on combat too much. And that is why I'm going to be Oath of Iron a lot. And also, if I can single out a Najurpez warrior in the forests, I could probably kill him if I had some throwing spears as well as an adequate short sword. And that's why I really want that leather, because I can start whooping the Najurpez's butts once I have an Oath of Iron sword. All I gotta do is make sure they don't pelt me with arrows before I get to them, and I'll fend off pretty well. We'll probably want a shield, to be quite honest. If we're going to be fighting the Najurpezes, because they're bows, if I get hit in the legs with one of their bows, I'm pretty much, I'm out. If I get hit in the legs and then my legs are disabled, I'm out of the fight. Like, I'm dead. That would be the end point for me. And I don't want that to happen, quite honestly, since this Let's Play is going so good. I think this is enough wood. We'll go ahead and load this up on our raft. Take it back home. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this LP as much as me. If you like this, make sure you share it with your friends, as well as subscribe. Also, you can visit our Facebook page in the description of this video to follow us and get all of our videos instantly updated to your feed. So, and if you have suggestions for games for me to play, I'd definitely like to see those. I'm open to any suggestions of games that you would like to see. So let's just get the vigorous task of doing this all one by one. And I'm doing it one by one so I'll move faster. Not particularly another reason. Just, I'll move faster if I do it this way. If I'm moving in a big clump, it makes me feel really, really slow. So yeah, This is pretty much what it's going to be like. And I'm not, as you see, I'm not just gathering slender tree trunks. I'm also gathering regular tree trunks. And I'm going to want these for boards, blocks over the summer, or over the winter. Because I don't want to be chopping wood during the winter. If I'm going to have to take long boat trips, it's going to be horrific to go out and try to get wood. Especially because you can already see these are starting to get frozen, and when winter starts and the freeze starts, where all the lakes will freeze over and the rivers will freeze over, these whitish areas will become ice. Those will all be ice, and as you can see, they're connecting all these islands. I'll be able to get to those islands by foot, but it's not going to be easy access for my boat at all to transport wood back to my base. And also I can use tree trunks for a longer source of firewood. They are a way better firewood source long term than these slender tree trunks. The slender tree trunks only burn for a few hours, and then the embers last for about a day or two. But the embers will still keep you warm in winter, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to mostly be getting warm off of the embers. A lot of the time. So, all of these hemps, I'm going to get spammed by all these redded hemps. Oh, boy. I've got to select all these, just so you know. 168 of them. Alright, so we're going to get to another cloth working session. Oh, boy, this is, I can already tell this is going to be fun. I'm going to need these strings also for iron working. So, I definitely need all this cloth process. And next thing I'm going to be eating is those smoked fish. I'm going to be eating them within the next month. Just because smoked fish don't really last that long. And that's only about a day's worth of food that I have smoked. I probably should have smoked more. A lot more than I did smoke. So we'll pick up our club, our staff, our 2 stones. Or do we need a stone? No, I think we need a rock. And we need a cord. We need our wooden stake. And we need our tree trunk to begin working. So let's begin the long process of weaving all of these into extract fibers. Here we go. And this is going to take pretty much forever. Considering that we have 168 to do. Yeah, this is going to take a long time. We'll go in the makeshift shelter. Oh, that's probably not a good way to keep ourselves warm. We'll stay in here for the night. Close that door. And let's continue extracting the fibers from these. Yep. Let's continue to do this. And what I'm going to try to get in the next few months for Christmas and stuff like that, I want to get a mic filter so you won't be able to hear my computer wheezing or my jet fans in the background. Because I know how annoying that can be, and my enormously loud tapping of the keyboard, otherwise known as typing. Oh, this is frozen. Okay, the big freeze has already begun. And, I'm gonna have to go out here to get water now. Which is why I want water tubs. Now, I'm pretty much screwed. This is how much firewood I've got to get me through winter. Oh boy, we are going to have to do some wood rationing to get through this winter. We are going to just have to do some major wood. Oh. And smoked also deteriorates the nutrition of the food. We probably should have. We could have gotten a lot more pikes and smoked them all in one big thing. I think that would have been better. We'll just continue redding or baking these all into fiber right on our bed. So we'll maintain at least, you know, we won't go frostbitten. I believe we shouldn't go frostbitten yet. It is November, so we could go frostbite. And as you can see down here, it's telling me which part of my body is cold, and obviously my hands are cold. If I could trade for some mittens, that would be perfect. We'll eat the really cruddy roaches, smoked roaches first. Yeah. Now, the sad thing about this is I can't actually make mittens out of these, so I'm forced to look at a bunch of cloth that I can only use for cords. Next thing I'm going to be doing is, let's eat that pike. Okay, next thing I'm going to be doing is, maybe we might already have to start lighting fires. Let's put a slender tree trunk in there, since we can ration this out. We can ration this out to about a tree trunk a day. I believe should get us through. Pretty well. We only need it for when we're sleeping, so that way we get a good night's sleep, and I don't have to keep pressing sleep over and over again, or so I don't get frostbite in the hand. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Because you do not want to get minor frostbite. It deteriorates your skills, your melee, your combat skills a lot. It's basically like being stabbed in the hand. Your hand got punctured. It's basically what it's essentially like. Yeah, and of course we're going to have to get up. Travel all the way to the lake to just get some water. We'll craft an item and get all these made into fibers. Now I'm pretty sure we can use the plain fibers as cords. And that's why I'm not going to process them anymore. If you drop the fibers, which I will drop one now just to test my theory, it should be a cord. Okay, I'm wrong. You have to weave it into thread, and then you can use it as a cord. It will act like a cord once you have it spun into thread. My bad. It's not actually the fiber, the extract fiber. I was wrong. So I'm just going to be making those all into thread, since I can use those as cords. I'll just be doing that instead, and we're getting very cold. We should probably go over here by the embers. Yeah, there we go. We'll wait the last of that smoke pipe. That actually lasted a longer time than I expected. And the reason that I'm eating those first is this food will last a long time. Now what I'm going to do right now is some cooking. This is going to be some fabulous cooking. We're going to go ahead and pick up our tub of water, our rough pot. Let's go to... what is it? No, SC. We're going to have to start up another fire. Push the slender tree trunk in there. Light it up. Come on! Why you do this to me, fire? Is our survival skill really low for this character? Our survival skill is novice. That is probably explaining why we're doing so bad. So we'll do a porridge recipe. Porridge. Oh, we need flour for porridge. How do we vegetable recipes. Vegetable soup. We need water. We don't have mushrooms. We don't have seasoning. We have a cooking pot. We need a heating. Oh, so it has to burn out before we can actually make a vegetable stew. Huh, what can we... We'll do 7 of those into our cooking pot. So that will boil into food for us to eat. Now this wooden tub is pretty much empty. I'm going to have to go out while that is cooking. Go out here to the lake in my back. Here, let me push in my mic. Sorry, guys. And let's go to, what is it, survival, no, empty a container. Now we have to fill a container, we'll fill the wooden tub with 8 pounds of water. We'll head back to the base really quickly so we don't get cold. We don't want to get frostbite because we do not have any gloves. Oh, I don't want to close it, I want to open it. Close. Broiled turnip will be ready shortly. You cannot pick it up yet. Well, dandy-do. You cannot pick it up yet. Drop the wooden tub of water right there. And we'll wait for our stew to be done. A rough pot of boiled turnip. We go ahead and eat a little bit of it. Quenches our hunger for the time being. Go ahead and start extracting some more fibers from the retted hemps, the soaked hemps that we have made. So yeah, cloth weaving is a really tedious process that I kind of really hate. In a way, but it's gonna provide me with much needed thread or cords and much needed cloth, really. And you're gonna need this, and you're gonna want this stockpiled up for way later. And trust me, you will need cords for a lot of crap in this game. We'll eat the rest of that porridge, and we'll go to bed right by the fire so that way we stay warm during the night. Now, of course, we don't have any more food. We'll go ahead and... Actually, you know what? We're going to... Because we have those herbs up here, right? We have these milkweed, and take 10 of those. We're not going to eat those, so we'll take 5 of the turnips to eat. The turnips aren't really a healthy food source. As you can see, they're a very unhealthy food source. We're going to actually... take 20 of those. And as well, go up a square. Get something to drink. Now, we can start hammering those blooms of iron. Start making some spears, but hunting isn't a viable, really, option right now. Unless we're going to go hunting for Najurpes or humans or something. And not a lot of them are going to be out now that the cold has started, and we don't have mittens, so our hands are gonna get freezing. Oh, excuse me. Our hands will get absolutely freezing if we try to do that. How many more? We have 13 pounds ready to do this, so we'll have to do this one more time, and then I'll have to do a separate one of 3. So, you know, yeah. Here we go. Ooh, I forgot to actually make that into porridge. Let's do that before we go to bed. Do we still have that pot on us? We still have that rough pot on us. Go ahead and pick up our tub of water because we're going to be using this. We'll go down here. We'll do a beverage in our cooking pot, and we'll use 1 pound of water for that. Now, that is milkweed beverage. That's basically a drink, and the reason I'm making that is because I don't want to go outside to get water every 2 seconds, and this is pretty much just like flavored water. It's going to make our character happy. Actually, I'm not sure if it's going to make us happy, but you know, there's nothing like milkweed tea should I call it? I guess it's tea, because really tea is like, you know, soaked, what, like flowers in a bag that flavor your water. It's kind of really the basic gist of what that is, you know. You know, just, you know, shut up, Matt. So now we have 2 pounds of milkweed beverage for us to use. So I think that that just made an extra pound of water, basically, essentially drinking water, is kind of really what it is. Go ahead and eat that, and we'll drink some of our beverage. Ooh, we finished that right up. I guess we really liked it. And drop the rough pot. Let's see. Okay, now what we have to do now is continue weaving. Oh, isn't this a fun episode? So we'll just have to keep weaving 10 of these until we get it done. Now this should take less longer since we have a less amount of thread, or a less amount of fibers. This should take a less amount of time. So yeah. Also, make sure you know, visit out my other Let's Plays if you like this Let's Play, and the playlist is right up top, right up here. The whole video, every single video. If you want to visit the playlist, if you haven't seen any of the other episodes, make sure you definitely check those out before watching this one, and please watch them in order, because it will make a lot more sense of what I'm doing if you do that. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, there's the inferior thread from the, okay, that's the thread from the fibers, yes. So we'll just have to keep doing this a little bit more till we get them slowly all done. And of course we're gonna have to, excuse me, man. We're going to have to, let's see, push a slender tree trunk in there and light that on fire. Now, we're probably never going to get a fire again because we're bitterly cold, but get it pretty quickly that time. I have to sleep closer to the fire. There we go. Now let's eat those broad beans. Let's get up, drink, go back, open up the door, close the door behind us. So we have 32 pounds. We have 32 pounds of fiber to get through. Let's spin the thread. Let's do some more spinning of lay thread. Now, I'm not going to be spending, since it is winter, a lot of time outside. I will be barely spending any time outside doing dibbly-dabbly with my gear, doing dibbly-dabbly with the poor little shelter that I have out there. And, yeah, I know my hands are really getting bad. And I'm going to try to get some bowls and trade for mittens, because I'm going to need mittens. If I decide to go outside any part of winter, I'm going to need mittens, or else I will get minor frostbite. I'll have to stop, make a fire every single day if I didn't want to get frostbite on my hands. And, that would really suck. So, yeah. Again, the long, tedious process. Maybe I should have put the furnace closer to my bed. I probably should have done that. So that way I could get the warmth from the furnace. Oh, yeah, I forgot that's not drinking water there. Yep, forgot that. I almost forgot that. Well, I did forget that, but... So, oh, I... way past my house there, what the heck? So let's see. We have 15 fibers. Weaving. Spin thread. We need to do 10 more. And I just got a message on Steam. Yay! Let's get some more of these. How many more do we have to spin? To spin 3 more. So yeah, I'm gonna call this an episode. Thanks for watching. Sorry again that I cannot get videos up every day during the week. I'll try to get more videos up and more videos going, as time goes on. But if you like this Let's Play, make sure you subscribe and also follow us on Facebook because get your feed, get all of our videos updated straight to your feed. And yeah, if you have any suggestions of what I should do for winter, I'm kind of blank on what I should do for winter, other than basic house tasks that are going to be really boring to watch, quite boring to watch. I might just go and get myself essentially killed by attacking someone, and I think that would be a good way to go out, getting a bunch of guys to come and help me, and we'll go gang up on some of the Jerpets. If we can scout out, in a Jerpet's camp. First thing though on our list is to make some bowls, or maybe we can use one of our pots as a trading item. I'm not sure how good of a trading item that would be, but if we can trade a pot for a mitten, that would be a really good trade, I actually think. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is MrNoDStudios signing off. Bye bye.